Welcome to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. It's currently 69 degrees here in the Fox River Valley as we march up to a high of 84. Mostly sunny for today with a low of 60. Tomorrow, we're going to get some cloud coverage with a high of 88 and that low of 63. Saturday, another high of 88, but those clouds go away and a low of 61. Sunday, the same sun still shining with a high of 86. We're now going to do yesterday's lottery drawings. Good luck. This is for Wednesday, October 1st. Remember, you have 1 year to claim your prize. Midday pick 3 came in at 8, 5, 9 with a 3 on the end there. Midday pick 4 comes in at 8, 7, 7, 3 with a 6 on the end. And the evening pick 3, 5, 0, 9 with a 1 fireball. And the evening pick 4, 0, 1, 8, 0 with that extra 4. The midday lucky comes in at 18, 22, 25, 28, and 31. And the evening lucky at 12, 15, 19, 27, 37. And the Powerball, 8, 17, 22, 28, 55, with that extra ball of 14. Good luck to everybody out there. Don't forget to check your numbers at least twice. We have a couple different stories that we have here. We're going to go into some of the October festivals and things that are going around. There were 2 men that were arrested in Walgreens theft spree encompassing 5 different counties. And a Fox River search has been halted in Carpentersville. But first, let's head over to Crystal Lake, where Crystal Lake police contradict their claim about a rifle outside of the library. Crystal Lake police are contradicting a signed criminal complaint indicating that a defendant is accused of hiding a rifle in the bushes outside the local public library, which is less than 1,000 feet from a school. According to that charging document filed in McHenry County Court and signed by Crystal Lake police official, an Oakwood Hills man is accused of unlawful use of a weapon involving possession of a firearm in or near a school, in addition to other gun-related charges. The complaint states that the particular charge stems from allegations that the defendant, quote, knowingly possessed an AR-15 and was not on his property while concealing said AR-15 in a bush on the property of Crystal Lake Public Library, less than 1,000 feet from Hoosman Elementary School. Robert J. Walker Jr., 50, of Oakwood Hills, has been charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm, aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, possession of a weapon without a fire owner's identification card, and possession of firearm near a school, according to the criminal complaint. But in Crystal Lake Police Department news release issued Tuesday, police said the gun was recovered at a home on McHenry Avenue near the library, and it is, quote, inaccurate that the gun was found in the bushes. According to the release, it says, it has been reported that the firearm was recovered by police in some bushes along the Crystal Lake Public Library. This is inaccurate, and the firearm was recovered by police from the residence. Police also said in the release, there were no threats made involving the possession of the firearm. There was no need to alert nearby schools, library, or residents because there was no danger to them. Police were present, had possession of the weapon, and the subject was in custody. In response to a question from Shaw Media, police didn't clarify whether the AR-15 rifle was ever hidden in, if not recovered from, the bushes outside the library. The police said in the release that before Walker's arrest, about 9:30 a.m. Friday, detectives were at a home along McHenry Avenue conducting an interview of a subject in reference to a theft report. According to the release, at the time, police were alerted to the presence of a firearm in the home. Police also said that the police immediately took control of the weapon and detained the male subject. Police listed the charges against Walker as unlawful possession of a weapon by a felon, aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, possession of a weapon without a FOID card, and possession of a weapon by a felon in public place. It's unclear what the public place is if it's not in reference to the library. A spokesperson for Crystal Lake Elementary School District 47 said that, quote, neither the district nor Hoosman School was notified about the incident, unquote. An official with the Crystal Lake Public Library declined to comment, referring to the release. Court records show Walker was released with conditions following a detention hearing Saturday at McHenry County Jail, according to court records. Conditions for Walker include refraining from possession of a weapon, including firearms, the court records indicate. Prosecutors originally asked for Walker to be denied pretrial release, saying Walker presented a real and present threat to the community. Court records show Walker was convicted in McHenry County of a 1993 felony burglary charge. Walker is due back in court on October 24th. When we come back, it's good news for a Naperville veteran. The Army veteran was gifted a mortgage-free home. We'll also head over to Naperville to talk about some construction that is also being done for a bridge. Stick around for more WRMN 10 o'clock news here after this.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
They're simple, boring, never thought of until they're needed. They're windshield wipers. Only when Mary Anderson became annoyed that New York trolley drivers were stopping to wipe their windshield by hand did anybody do something about it. By attaching a spring-loaded arm to a rubber blade, one woman made travel easier and safer. Look to innovate and pass it on. From passiton.com.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. 2 men were arrested in Walgreens theft spree encompassing 5 counties. Wakanda police have arrested 2 men on felony charges related to a string of retail thefts across Lake McHenry, Boone, Will, and Kane counties. About 2:30 p.m. Tuesday, Wakanda police assisted in a coordinated traffic stop involving a vehicle suspected in the thefts. A white Ford Fusion, which had just been involved in a theft, was found near a Walgreens by Island Lake Police. Wakanda Police Canine Sky was deployed during the arrest, police said. Police arrest Devin White, 30, of the 12,000 block of South Page Street in Calmet Park, and Isaiah Garrett, 27, of the 8100 block of South Exchange Avenue in Chicago. During the stop, stolen merchandise from various Walgreens valued at $13,584 was recovered, police said. Several police departments, including Lake of the Hills, Gurnee, Spring Grove, Geneva, Grays Lake, and Lake Villa, have confirmed the men are suspected of numerous thefts at Walgreens located throughout the region. Additional agencies have indicated pending charges and arrest warrants, authorities said. The evidence is ongoing and the recovered vehicle is being examined for evidence. Both men are charged with felony possession of stolen property over $10,000. They were both in first appearance court Wednesday morning. Both were booked into the Lake County Jail Wednesday afternoon, according to the jail's website. White is scheduled for a hearing at 9 a.m. on October 17th. So let's head on over to Naperville, where first work starts to replace century-old railroad bridge in Naperville. Construction has begun to replace a 110-year-old railroad bridge over North Aurora Road in Naperville. It is the final stage of construction for the North Aurora Rail Improvement Project, a 20-year effort to reduce congestion and crashes on North Aurora. Naperville and Naperville Township Road District and the City of Aurora signed an agreement in 2006 for the project, with Naperville taking the lead. The plan was revived in 2015. The road used to be 2 lanes, Naperville officials said. That caused congestion, which made it difficult for residents along the road to turn out of their driveways. The city also said the congestion caused crashes that it expected traffic to continue to increase. During the first phase, the road was widened to 5 lanes from Fairway Drive to Frontenac Road. They also added a multi-use trail, a sidewalk, and noise reduction wall. That work was finished in 23. Besides building a new bridge, a pump station is being added to improve drainage at the underpass, and a temporary bridge is being built. Construction is estimated to cost $52 million. Work should be finished by the end of 27, according to Naperville News release. This fall, most of the work will be on the shoulder with intermittent lane closures. 1 lane will be open in each direction. In the spring, traffic will be detoured as the bridge is removed. A large gas pipeline is moved and the new bridge is built. It's a new start for an Army veteran gifted mortgage-free home in Naperville. When Tommy Prosuic walked into his new mortgage-free home in Naperville with his family Wednesday, it was all he could do to get 3 words out, but he said them over and over and over. "Oh my God," he said. He was eventually able to muster up some other thoughts, but his reaction was understandable. The U.S. Army veteran, who was nearly killed more than 15 years ago while deployed in Iraq, walked into a fully furnished house full of personal touches designed for him, his 2 teenage daughters, and his 73-year-old mother. He said, "It was just incredible. I'm so thankful. It's awesome." The house was provided to Pasuic and his family through a partnership between Pulte Group, Built to Honor program, and Building Homes for Heroes, a group that builds and gives homes and completes home modifications for veterans, emergency first responders, and their families. Pasuic learned about the home during a surprise reveal in May. What he thought was an in-person interview as part of the application process turned out to be a groundbreaking event for his new home. He said, 4 months ago, my life changed. This is a new start for the girls. Hundreds of people were involved in the construction of the home lined the sides of Talshot Road as the Pasuic and his family arrived in a parade that included an honor guard and emergency vehicles. After presentations of a group photos, Pasuic and his family got their first look at the inside of the house. He said, "I'm shocked. I was expecting an empty house. They went above and beyond. I don't know if it hit me yet. I'll sleep in my bed for the first time and wake up knowing it's actually home." Such a great story. Continue to read more about it here on the Daily Herald. When we come back, we'll talk about the shutdown, the government shutdown, and how it will affect local workers, airport services, and stakeholders. Also, an Algonquin Garden Club is planting a rare mini forest in Kane County. This is the WRMN 10 o'clock news. Stick around for more after this.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and LifeLock is here with tips to help protect your identity. Use strong passwords, set up multi-factor authentication on your accounts, report phishing, and update your software on all your devices. And for comprehensive identity protection, LifeLock is your best choice. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes identity theft, guaranteed, or your money back. So stay smart, stay safe, and stay protected with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use the promo code BECK. Terms do apply.
For a little lighthearted lawlessness on Sunday afternoons, listen to Handle on the Law from 4 to 7 p.m. Handle on the Law is a unique combination of useful legal advice and outrageous Handle remarks. Whether you're talking about Big Brother, big business, big legal problems, or Big Macs, you'll rarely find Bill without an opinion. His rapid-fire commentary gives listeners the information they crave in the way they crave it. It's Handle on the Law, Sunday afternoons from 4 to 7 p.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. It's 26 past the hour, and it is 69 degrees here in the Fox River Valley as we walk our way to 84 degrees. It looks like the weathermen have updated the forecast for us, and they have sent those clouds away for Friday. So expect all the way through the weekend to have bright, sunny skies, marching to a high on Friday tomorrow of 89 and slightly tapering off through Saturday and Sunday. Perfect for the Algonquin Garden Club, who will be transforming a small plot of land in the Dixie Briggs from Nature Preserve in Dundee Township into a mini forest, the first of its kind in the area. The club is using the so-called Miyawaki method to plant more than 200 native trees, shrubs, and plants in a densely packed 600 square foot area to promote a fast-growing forest that will be self-sustaining. The Miyawaki forests are a relatively new idea in America, with only a handful found in Illinois. Cynthia Germata, the Garden Club president, said, "Not a lot are in the U.S., they are mostly overseas." Planting the forest will start with a groundbreaking event open to the community from 10 a.m. to noon on October 25th. A local conservation effort began when Ruthless Readers Book Club came to some Garden Club members about 2 years ago with a book, Mini Forest Revolution, using the Miyawaki method to rapidly rewind the world, Gramata said. From there, the members started brainstorming how to raise money and where to plant the forest. After 2 years of work, the club received more than $6,000 in grants to help fund the project. Donations include $3,500 from Nicor Gas Charitable Giving, $2,100 from the Nature Conservatory through Volunteer Stewardship Network, and $250 from Epsoma Organic and $250 from Ames Tools. According to the Algonquin Garden Club, the club contributed $700. Green Soils of East Dundee donated 4 loads of compost and collaborated with Wild Prairie Pickers, Dundee Township Open Space, and Friends of Dundee Natural Areas. The Algonquin Garden Club is a non-profit organization that has been around since 1929. The working club of 23 members maintains multiple gardens in the village, according to the club members and Dundee Township Open Land Steward, Carol Weinheimer. She said, "It's a lot of physical work, but we're doing it because we feel it's very important." Thank you for listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. It's the bottom of the hour now, where we get that local update and also a more elaborate forecast. Don't forget to head on over to the Holiday Inn here in Elgin for the 59th Annual Salute Dinner tonight, celebrating the 2025 honorees, Sarah and Chris Lawson. Thank you for listening. I'm Dennis Green. This is the 10 o'clock news. We'll be right back.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
This update brought to you by Cintas.
2 men were taken into custody after Aurora police recovered cocaine, guns, and cash in a search warrant executed earlier in September. Aurora Police Special Operations Group investigators served 2 search warrants on September 10th and September 17th to Kevin Thomas Cox and Osvaldo Moreno Izeta, respectively, following a months-long narcotics investigation. Police ask anyone with information to call the Aurora Police Department's Investigations Division at 630-256-5500. The Kendall County Coroner's Office announced Monday that 40-year-old Jennifer Height and 40-year-old Ryan Height died from apparent gunshot wounds. The coroner noted that both were found at their house on Berkshire Court. Autopsies will be performed today. 1 person was killed in a crash on I-90 near Elgin. Authorities say the collision happened in the eastbound lanes of I-90 near the Elgin Toll Plaza around 3:20 p.m. Saturday when an SUV veered onto the right shoulder and hit a truck. The SUV driver was taken to the hospital and later died, and the truck driver sustained injuries that are not considered life-threatening. The investigation is ongoing. The Batavia Interfaith Food Pantry and Clothes Closet will serve clients out of its permanent facility beginning Wednesday. Area churches founded the pantry in 1981, with the Clothes Closet being added in the 90s. As services expanded, the organization's original home at 100 Flynn Street became inadequate, with needs becoming urgent when upgrades to the city's wastewater treatment plant required the Flynn Street building be demolished. The pantry secured a $3 million community project funding grant to relocate to a new, larger space at 916 First Street. The city purchased the First Street building in 2024, and architect Gregory Norris volunteered to design renovations tailored to the needs of clients, volunteers, and staff, according to pantry officials. The new facility spans about 14,000 square feet, featuring offices, expanded storage, upgraded electrical service to support more refrigeration, and a loading dock and drive-in docks to accommodate deliveries. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you tried online gaming. Who knew 12-year-old boys could be so mean? And where did they learn to swear like that? 2 hours of losing to these underage trash talkers, and you're starting to question if maybe you really should stick to pickleball and other boomer stuff. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This is Larry Jones, and I'd like to talk to you about my bank, American Eagle Bank in South Elgin. Has your bank changed names in the last 10 years? Is your bank another faceless branch with headquarters in another city? Are you tired of earning next to nothing on your savings account or certificates of deposit, or does your personal banker treat you like a stranger? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you're ready for a new banking experience, and American Eagle is the place for you. American Eagle is a locally owned independent bank that's rooted in the community, and American Eagle customers are greeted by name and treated with the respect that they deserve. American Eagle has an innovative program, Eagle Savings, that teaches your children to save while earning prizes and rewards. American Eagle offers great rates on certificates of deposit. My bank is located in South Elgin on Randall Road between the Target and Caputo's and is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 847-742-7400, and a real person will answer the phone. American Eagle Bank, a place where you matter.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 84. This afternoon, temperatures falling to around 81. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 59. Looking ahead to tomorrow, sunny with a high near 88. Overnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 56. Currently, it is 68 and mainly clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-1313. 800-791-1313.
To the WRMN 10 o'clock news. It is 35 past the hour, and we have walked another degree up hotter on this beautiful sunny day. 70 degrees currently in the Fox River Valley, at least here on 14 Douglas in Elgin. Sunny days for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We can't get you any more sun out there. High of 89 on Friday, high of 88 on Saturday. And that sun day, lots of sun with a high of 86. The government has shut down, and now we're going to talk about how the shutdown will affect local workers, airport services, and stakeholders. This is written by the Daily Herald and put on by Marnie Pike. Consequences of the government shutdown that started Wednesday will be felt directly in Illinois, where over 45,000 federal employees have jobs, stakeholders have said. The fallout could disrupt travel at O'Hare and Midway International airports, impact the federal courthouse in Chicago, and suspend U.S. Environmental Protection Agency pollution monitoring locally, among other problems. The shutdown, which followed a congressional impasse on funding, will also have a personal and economic toll on Illinoisans, mostly from Chicago and the suburbs, who work for the government. Many staffers at the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency Region 5, which serves Illinois and 5 neighboring states, will be furloughed until the dispute is resolved, said American Federation of Government Employees official Nicole Cantello. Cantello explained in Chicago, who worked as an EPA attorney, and that means about 1,000 people will be out of work, not working for the American people who protect the air and water. They will be sidelined and also will not be drawing any pay. Environmental workers essential workers such as U.S. Transportation Security Administration officers and air traffic controllers will still remain on the job, although many won't be paid. Also, U.S. mail and Social Security checks will continue to be distributed. Cantiello said Tuesday, "We're extremely worried about the loss in pay and so much of our good work protecting air and water, making sure everyone's water is clean. All of that will not be done. For example, pollution inspections will be suspended," she noted. During the 2019 government shutdown that lasted 35 days, an increase in sick leave by TSA agents and air traffic controllers caused lengthy waits at some security checkpoints and delayed flights across the nation. Dennis Tager, spokesman for Allied Pilots Association, which represents American Airlines, said, "The damage to the system is exponential. Every day that passes, there's more damage to the system, not only for those who are furloughed and the processes they handle, like hiring or the modernization of the FAA system, but it puts an extraordinary amount of pressure on those folks coming to work without a paycheck," added Tajir, a commercial pilot from Arlington Heights. He added, many people live paycheck to paycheck, and just paying for childcare becomes an insurmountable challenge. Officials with the U.S. District Court of the Northern District of Illinois said all court employees will be required to report to work, but there are only enough funds left to pay salaries through Friday. A spokesperson for the U.S. District Court of Northern District of Illinois said on Wednesday, "The administration is working on extending the paid operations through October 17th, but they currently have not confirmed that the judiciary will have enough funds to do so." They added, "All civil litigation involving the United States of America as a party will be impacted. The lapse of appropriations requirements, a reduction in the workforce of the U.S. Attorney's Office and other federal agencies, particularly with respect to prosecution and defense of civil cases. There are also concerns about insufficient funds to pay jurors in criminal and civil cases, as well as grand juries. The Trump administration had threatened to fire thousands of federal workers if the shutdown occurred. We are deeply concerned that we'll get a notice that the agency is giving us 30 days and will be fired," Cantello said. The Congressional Research Service lists 45,213 civilian employees in Illinois. However, that does not include some departments such as the U.S. Postal Service. Meanwhile, one suburban social service leader said she's hoping future negotiations to end the shutdown between lawmakers result in preserving funding for Medicaid, housing, and SNAP. April Redzik, president of Wheaton-based DuPage Pads, which works to end homelessness, said, "If people can't afford to pay their health care and their groceries, their likelihood of becoming homeless is higher." Police and fire personnel respond to a report Tuesday evening of a possible missing person in the Fox River in Carpentersville. But search teams halted rescue and recovery efforts after no one was found, and the initial report could have been substantiated and may have been based on a mistaken observation. The Village Public Safety Department said in a Facebook post. Authorities announced at about 6 p.m. that they were called to the river near Kings and Williams Road on the eastern bank, but after reportedly issuing a mutual assistance alert for additional personnel, another post about an hour later said the search was halted amid uncertainty about whether there was a missing person in the water. And we've reported on a Wheeling crash. The victim has now been ID'd. The pedestrian who died after being struck by an SUV in Wheeling has been identified as Geneva resident Robert Lund, 72, and was hit by a black 2018 Ford Explorer about 6:25 p.m. Monday on the 1000 block of Valley Stream Drive. He was pronounced dead early Tuesday at Advocate Lutheran General Hospital in Park Ridge. An autopsy was conducted Wednesday. Neither cause nor manner of death has been determined yet by the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. Police are investigating, but anyone with information about the black 2018 Ford Explorer that hit this resident at 6:25 p.m. on Monday is asked to call the Wheeling Police Department Traffic Unit at 847-459-2632. When we come back, we'll hit the entertainment side of everything. Swiftie fans will gather in the Des Plaines Public Library on October 18th. And concerts and more of 38 Special, Shawn Mendes, and Ice Cube are happening. Don't forget, those October festivals are kicking off as well, so we will touch on some of those. You're listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. It is currently 71 degrees outside here in the Fox River Valley.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.
To the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. Taylor Swift fans will gather at the Des Plaines Public Library on October 18th to enjoy the superstar's new album, The Life of a Showgirl. The listening party is set to run from 1 to 3 p.m. in the Commons at the library, 1501 Ellenwood Street. It's open to the 7th through 12th graders. Registration isn't required. To learn more, visit the terrible link that they gave me, calendar.dppl.org/event 14574045. The Life of a Showgirl is scheduled for release Friday in digital and physical form. It's from Republic Records. A few other things that are happening in the area as far as concerts go. This is what's happening this week from the 3rd to the 9th. Dandelion Delivery Service, 6 p.m. Friday at the Venue and at 21 South Broadway in Aurora. AFI is set to perform Friday at the Salt Shed. That's 1357 North Elston Avenue in Chicago. Black Rebel Motorcycle Club at 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, October 3rd to the 4th at Tiala Hall at 1807 Airport Street, also in Chicago. Meatloaf and Fleetwood Mac are playing at the Arcada Theater here on Friday. That's 501 East Main Street in St. Charles. Tributes to Meatloaf and Fleetwood Mac. And Saturday, 38 Special is playing at 7:30 p.m. at the Genesee Theater at 203 North Genesee Street in Waukegan. Rock tickets start at $51. Bad Moto Scooter is playing at 8 p.m. on Saturday, October 4th at the 3D Sideouts at 4018 Roberts Road in Island Lake. It's a Sammy Hagar tribute. For more of these concerts and to keep up with update events, go on over to the Daily Herald. Also, that's happening in this area for the Oktoberfest type of season. There's a Harry Potter, a Forbidden Forest experience. For Harry Potter fans, the long wait is over. Harry Potter, a Forbidden Forest experience opens this weekend at the YMCA of the Metropolitan Chicago's Camp Duncan. That's 32405 North Route 12 in Ingleside. A partnership between Warner Brothers, Global Discovery Experience, Fever, and IMG Arts and Entertainment. The attraction is set in the Forbidden Forest of the Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts book series and film franchises, and features creatures such as hippogriffs, unicorns, and nifflers. Visitors follow a mile-long looped trail theatrically staged with lighting, sound effects, and props that bring the creatures to life. Timed entry tickets start at $46 for adults and $31 for kids. You can go to hpforbiddenforestexperience.com. Hikes begin Friday, October 3rd, and run Wednesday through Sunday through January 2026. Oktoberfest in Naperville. The Naperville Settlement at 523 South Weber Street in Naperville hosts its annual Oktoberfest celebration this weekend. In addition to German beers and food, the event includes music ranging from 1990s pop to polka, a Stein holding contest, and kids' activities. $25 for adults, $15 for kids 4 to 12, and free for Naper Settlement members. Go to napersettlement.org/Oktoberfest. That's 5 to 10 p.m. Friday, October 3rd, and 3 to 10 p.m. Saturday, October 4th. For those of you that are opera fans out in the world, Chicago City Opera commemorates the 150th anniversary of George Bizet's tragic opera Carmen, with its production conducted by artistic director Alexandria Einart, and featuring Angela Bourne as Carmen and Jordan Lloyd as Don Jose. Performances have taken place at the Horatio May Chapel at Rose Hill Cemetery at 5800 North Ravenswood Avenue in Chicago. Go to ChicagoCityOpera.com for more information. The Skokie Theater at 72924 Lincoln Avenue in Skokie salutes Davenport's Piano Bar and Cabaret this weekend with some of the cabaret artists who called the shuttered Chicago night spot home. The 3-day homage begins Friday with Davenport's front room pianist singers Andrew Blinderman, Johnny Rogers, and Sammy Scott. Davenport's entertainment director Daryl Nitz hosts Saturday's show featuring regulars like Corey Jamison, Joan Corto, David Engelfelt, and Rob Lindy. To find more information, you can check out the SkokieTheater.org. It starts at 7:30 p.m. Friday and Saturday, October 3 to the 4th, and 5 to 7 p.m. Sunday, October 5th. Some more things that are happening around the area. I want to remind you about tonight's 95th and annual salute dinner by the Elgin Township Republicans. This is celebrating and honoring Sarah and Chris Lawsons. This is happening tonight with a dinner and presentation at the Holiday Inn at 495 Airport Road here in Elgin. Featuring keynote speaker Gary Rabine, who's a business owner and former candidate for Illinois governor, with two honored guests, State Representative from District 65, Dan Ugast, and State Representative for District 52, Martin McLaughlin. The event goes to support the Elgin Township Republicans, and then there's still time to find out more. Just email elgingopsalute@gmail.com. That's happening tonight, October 2nd at the Holiday Inn here in Elgin. I also want to remind you of the free clinic that is happening on October 18th and 19th over at Judson University Fitness Center. That's at 1151 North State Street here in Elgin. That's over by the north entrance from River Road by Providence College. Now, this is a free clinic, no ID required, but it is first come, first served when the clinic doors open at 6 a.m. on October 18th and 19th. That's free dental, so you're looking at fillings, cleanings, and extractions, and free vision, eye exams, glaucoma testing, and eyeglasses. Free medical, so that's general medical, and women's health, and much more. The clinic is organized by Heal Elgin Project, Mission Minded Worldwide, and Better Vision, Better Hope, in partnership with Judson University and the city of Elgin. So remember that free clinic here at Judson University Fitness Center at 1151 North State Street in Elgin. Clinic doors open at this no ID required, first come, first serve event, October 18th and 19th. The Coles Children's Museum at 2100 Patriot Boulevard in Glenview debuts Curious George, Let's Get Curious, an exhibition that introduces young children to Curious George's world through math, science, and engineering-related hands-on activities. Designed and built by the Minnesota Children's Museum in partnership with Universal Studios Consumer Product Groups, Curious George, Let's Get Curious is based on H.A. and Margaret Ray's children's stories and unfolds in the neighborhood where George lives with the man in the yellow hat. At 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sunday and Monday, this runs through October 4th through January 4th. This has been the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. If you have a news report that you would like us to report on, be sure to send it to news@WRMN1410.com. Stick around for more great WRMN programming here on the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town, WRMN.